Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts, and we are back for another Angelina Jordan video, but in this case, it's the very first one I'm doing as a reaction to the LA concert where I attended. So this is the very first song, the opener, Adele's Set Fire to the Rain, and so James Thiel and Chris Walker took a bunch of footage, basically said anybody that's recorded video, go ahead and send that to me, and they've compiled it and split up the videos, and there's been a number of angels that have contributed to this. So thank you to James for this video and anybody else who contributed, shared video, etc. Some of my video might be in there as well. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's a fantastic production value. So I'm going to do a series on this concert. Now, it is important to know that I obviously was there, so these are going to be a little different, where I'm not reacting to the first time, right? And you've probably not seen me not react to for the first time. So I'm probably going to handle it a little differently. Of course, I'll still react as I'm hearing it for the second time, but definitely looking forward to it. Let's dive right in. This is Set Fire to the Rain, Glendale concert in September 20th, 2024. This is James Thiel's 6-camera angle multicam 4K. So let's dive right in. So I want to pause there because I think that many of you want to hear my actual experience as well being there. So I want to comment on that. And so, I will say that, I got out there, day before, and, we had a number of angel activities, and I did my 100th reaction, which, by the way, this is my 130th Angelina reaction. By the time we got there for the actual show, sitting down and it getting going, it was kind of surreal, to be honest. It was almost dreamlike. And I will say that it wasn't a very long opening, but it felt like forever before she entered the stage because we had built up so much anticipation and so forth. So, let's jump right continue. Okay, so let's comment on several things here. So first of all, I definitely felt like, and several others that were sitting close confirmed this, I was second row, center stage. And they confirmed, a similar experience to me where the audio was a bit off at first. I think at maybe the third song or so, they had made some adjustments and it definitely sounded better. But I heard other comments and feedback from others that were sitting further back that it was fine. So I think that, it's difficult to adjust, obviously, for the full audience sound. So clearly some kind of, meet in the middle type of arrangement probably needed to be had for the sound to sound good everywhere. That said, it doesn't sound bad here, although I will say that to me it doesn't sound like, the most optimized, and I think, as we progress to the concert, it will get better. But, you know, you can hear everything clearly. I noticed that we see, you know, a lot of the violinist with when she's walking out and beforehand, and, you know, had a brief discussion with Adele and James Thiel and a couple of others around me right as things were getting going. You know, that was we had agreed that was the violinist from the Bad Valentine Hotel Cafe. And, you know, as they go on tour, it seems like she will be continuing with them. I think her name is Lauren, if I'm not mistaken. I looked it up at one point, but I don't recall. We also hear you can't see them. I don't think at any point in this video yet you can hear them, but you hear the backup singers. And the backup singers were such high class, not just for their singing, but they were grooving the whole time together, just, you know, flicking the hands as they were grooving, and just, they had a little, you know, kind of sort of swagger type of dance through it all. And they were part of the entertainment for sure. And it was just kind of a high class touch to it. I think the balance of those backup singers here, you hear them come in a couple points at this point already. Wasn't the best quite yet, but it did get better as well as it improved. And to be clear, what I heard the most of, or the worst, was up front, was that the bass drum and the bass were just, the bass sounds were just way too high. And, you know, the drums overall as well, the mix. And even though she was right in front of me, her voice was quite low. Now, in terms of her vocal performance thus far, I think it probably could have been enhanced with, you know, and I think there is a soundboard recording available that, you know, probably would sound much better. Regardless, she sounds fantastic. I mean, coming out, opening up with an Adele song is obviously no small feat, and she's doing it great justice. I think it's the case all the way through. I think they've done pretty much the same arrangement as Adele does, the most popular version. It sounds to me like, you know, pretty much the same chord structure and arrangement, and I don't think she's really changed much. She's obviously added her own Angelina-isms in terms of her style and her phrasing and all the things that she does. And of course, as we're just getting going, we haven't seen a ton of that. So let's continue. Yeah, now you can hear them a little better, the backup singers. Sorry, I will go back so that we hear it. But again, as always, I recommend that you listen to the original before watching any of my reactions, even if this is I guess call it a review. And so I just wanted to comment while we've got the close-up here, though. You know, as always, she comes out, you know, attire and everything looking stunning. You know, that blingy ring on the right hand, and just a beautiful dress. And, of course, she looks stunning. By the way, not that you care, but that's me. The top of my head is at the very bottom of this frame. You can see James sitting in front of me, who's, you know, the one that did this video, and then to his right is Adele. So, you know, that's us right there. Yeah, that's my head. Nice touch, James. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so look, there are a few people on the planet that can take just a plain note and dress it up and sound so fantastic. And obviously Angelina is one of them. And so, just listen to how much she decorates these notes here. Right here. I love the black and white. So I remember in this moment being a little surprised that she was surprised. This is obviously not her first concert and so forth. But I think it's here, if I'm not mistaken, and she explains why. So I'll hold on that thought. By the way, as I'm recording this, I'm seeing my shirt. As I'm recording this, in the U.S., it's Election Day, the 5th. And the shirt I'm wearing is Dwight's shirt for president. It's a 2008 shirt, but, go vote for Dwight.
You guys put a spell on me, now that you say that, because I love each and every one of you so much.
Yeah, someone hollered out, "You put a spell on me," so that's where that statement came from.
Because I love each and every one of you so much. As I was walking in, I was like, please try not to cry. I'm very emotional, and when I see you guys, I'm like, wow, this is the reason why I keep doing this.
And by the way, if you haven't yet watched it, I'll put a link to it up here. But I included some footage from before the concert, kind of a first post, and so in there as well is some footage of Sarah actually shedding a tear as she's talking with I forget who it was that she was talking with, to be honest. Sorry, it's been a couple months at this point. But in any case, there's already a lot of emotion shed prior to this point, for sure.
And I will forever do, because of the love you guys give me and the love we share for music.
And I also told her when I met her in person, I talked about this in that video, that, thank you for being vulnerable. So you'll see more of that as concert progresses, I'm sure.
I can't believe I'm headlining my first Los Angeles show.
So that's the real reason why this means so much to her, right? Is LA means so much to her, right? She has her studio there. And And ultimately, you know, she's grown up partially there. LA is partially home to her. I think that Norway will always be home, but she spent a lot of time and energy and love in LA. So that's big for her.
And actually today is my song Bad Valentine. Just came out. So happy release day, everyone. And I don't know, you guys I always say this, but I want you guys to always remember that you are just like family, and you guys are my angels.
Thanks again so much, James Thiel, Summa Engineer. We'll link to him. And for all of you that contributed, it was so nice meeting so many of you at the concert, and definitely really cool to kind of relive this experience. I'm curious what you think of the format and so forth. Now, by the time I see your feedback, I probably have recorded one or two more of these, potentially, depending on how quickly these go out and stuff. But regardless, this was such a great opener. You know, especially because we know how much adoration she has for Adele. And this was a song that I had not heard her sing before. There was a good, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8, probably more like 8 songs that I hadn't heard her sing before when you add in her originals, or maybe more like, I don't know, we'll see. But it was perfect from that perspective. So regardless, I appreciate you. I'll put some information here. We've got a new website that Angels have put together. You'll probably see me referencing this a couple times in the coming videos, as well as the same thanks that you might have seen in my last couple of videos. So go ahead and get over to that site, register. If you're an Angel, consider joining my membership site over at A-Aron.com. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so right now. And we will see you in the next one. Thank you much.